We're excited to tell you that things at our Northside facility continue to go well. We're full with 32 children from 24 families, and they continue to make great changes in their lives. But the most exciting thing is that the Messiah Lighthouse facility is open. We opened our doors October 1st. We're licensed to serve 30 additional children here in this facility. We're currently full with 18 of those 30 spots. All of our subsidized or low-income families are full, and we are still recruiting those full-pay spots. But it's become a beautiful facility full of families who are excited to be here, and we're excited to have them.
This is our 50th anniversary as a congregation. And 50 years ago, when this church originally chartered, one of the goals of the church stated was to start a daycare ministry. 50 years ago. It's been talked about, it's been discussed, we've had teams working on it, it's been thought about, and it's just really, really hard to do. About 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, we put together another team to look at forming a daycare. That team went out and went to a fair and ran into Erica Harris, literally at the fair. And it really was, you say it's a God thing, it was a God thing. It was Erica looking for a church to potentially host another Lighthouse site, and our church team looking for a daycare to host at the site. It was an amazing thing. So once they connected together, there's something to this, and we connected, and that added that extra resources and that bump that eventually led us to actually being able to open a daycare.
Things have certainly bloomed and blossomed, and we are excited about all of the progress that we've made, certainly within the last 18 to 24 months. We have gone from one center that was operational and not full to 2 centers, one that is completely full with a waiting list and one that is rapidly approaching that.
This is a huge deal. There's a lot of interest on this in the community. I was talking to Jim Anderson from the Chamber of Commerce a couple weeks ago, and he was just talking about how impressed he was with Erica and with the ministry and the things that are going on with this and how much the city needs it, and it's just gotten a lot of attention. The potential is unbelievable, and I think that moving forward on this is going to be very exciting.
This is an opportunity for children all to have a fair shake, for them all to have an equal opportunity for high quality care, which we will see the benefits of that for years to come.
A lot's changed since our last update. Let's take a look. This is our 2-year-old classroom. This was completely under construction the last time we did an update, but this classroom is now ready to serve 8 children between 18 months and 3 years. This has been licensed as an infant toddler wing, and it adjoins right next to our infant classroom. This classroom is licensed to serve 8 children between 6 weeks and 18 months, and we have 8 children licensed in this classroom, and it's ready. There's small tables and toys and cribs, and I think children are napping. The Messiah Playground's come a long way since the last time you saw pictures of it, but there are children out playing now. Our preschool classroom's enjoying their outside time. The last time you saw this room, it was actually 2 offices. A wall's been torn down, and this is now our preschool classroom. This classroom's licensed to serve 14 children between the ages of 2 and 5. And we are enrolled fully in this classroom, and they are having a great time.
It's such a great mesh, and I would love to say that we thought of that because it's such a great mesh, but really what it came down to was the finances of that. We looked at the financial sustainability, and we wanted that to be sustainable within the church. It's a $500,000 a year ministry for our church. Or a $250,000 a year ministry for our church that has a $500,000 a year budget. It's a big chunk, so we wanted it to be financially stable. So the only way to really do that was to have some full pay positions in there. As we started putting it together, though, you see the real benefits of having these families interact and working together towards the same goal. And I think it's a real strength of our site, having that mix. Just like any kind of ministry, whenever you're giving, you're also receiving, and those 2 things happen together. So anytime you're receiving, whether you're receiving services and it's something that you need, or you're being able to give advice or just be there, you get what you put into it, and I think so. It flows both ways, definitely.